Hi Taurus, it's Rebecca Gabriel here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. Great to have you here. We're going to do a weekly card reading for Taurus 5th of May through to the 10th of May. You probably know that I'm doing monthly readings now, which is good for getting a broader perspective as to what's going on in our life and just noticing how things are evolving for us. However, the weekly reads gives us an opportunity to get down to the nitty-gritty and see what's coming up in terms of events and how we can best respond to things that are happening in our life. It's a general reading, so not all of it will resonate with you. However, just take what fits, leave what doesn't. And if you'd like a personal reading, you know how to contact me. And if you're liking the video too, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and share it with others. Okay, Taurus, we're going to do your reading for the week of the 5th through the 10th of May. So, Taurus, we're going to take a look at what's happening in your week this week, the 5th through to the 10th of May. I'm using a tarot deck here, so we're just going to ask Spirit to give us an idea of what's happening in your world for this week. Okay, so interesting. All right, so what I'm getting from this, Taurus, is that there's a lot of communication in the beginning of the week coming at you. And possibly you sending out a lot of communication as well. Yeah, so, and this is your way of being able to tell a lot of people what's going on and informing people about something that you're doing. So yes, I'm feeling like it's you communicating out to other people actually in this instance. There is also sort of a little bit of focus around your money at the moment and you needing to sort of conserve what you have and not wanting to spend too much at this point in time, which probably is quite understandable given, you know, people's financial constraints with COVID-19 at the minute. So you're watching your pentacles, you're being mindful of how you can best use your resources wisely and efficiently. There's some time in the middle of the week where you're feeling a little kind of stuck and a little bit confused and perhaps a little bit overwhelmed by a lot of stuff going on at the moment. And maybe, you know, at this midpoint you kind of need to take a break, some time out because, you know, this is how you're feeling at the minute, upside down and chained, which is not a great place to be. And certainly a little bit burdened by a lot of things that have suddenly come your way. So you're feeling like you've got the weight on your shoulders here. And it could be, you know, things that you have to, sorry, I've just bumped the table there. It could be things that you've got to attend to and you feel like you're weighed down by a lot of things. And it's certainly weighing on your mind at night time as well, Taurus. And yeah, it's not a burden that you particularly love to have, might I say. So, yeah, let's see. And then we've got the Ace of Swords here, and I kind of feel that there's going to be some specific communication that comes in for you. So watch out for that. There's some news perhaps. Something that's very clear. Yeah, some news, a delivery of news. We'll just see how that unfolds. I'm going to pull some cards from the Wisdom of Oracle deck here. Actually, before I do that, I think I might revert to the Fairy Tarot deck to see what else we can understand about what's going on in your week. So we've got you sending out a lot of communication, being mindful of your pennies and using your resources wisely. But then we get to this point of feeling a little bit stuck and overwhelmed with a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so what is this extra burden and stuff that's going on that's kind of weighing you down here, Taurus? Okay, let's see what's coming up for you. So we'll come to that in a moment. So you've got 3 major arcana cards here, which is, pretty strong energy. So in summary, Taurus, what's going on here is that you're really delving into your purpose and your passion, and all of the activity that you are being surrounded by at the moment is really about you really desiring to follow your purpose and your passion and to begin something new in your life. And Spirit is saying, you know what, it's time, but you need to trust yourself. You need to step into your intuition. And I feel that you're able to do that because Spirit has given you the Moon card here, where you are having a lot of intuitive awarenesses. You are very aware of what's important for you and your purpose in life at the moment. And so Spirit is saying, you know what, let go of these worries, because they're kind of temporary. And yeah, they're day-to-day stuff that's weighing you down, but where you really want to be in this beautiful dream space of serving your purpose and your passion and what you would truly love to do. So I guess Spirit is saying here is, as you go within to think about this and you tune into what's important to you, it helps you to understand the truth of your situation, of where you are at in your life right now, and sort of having that honest conversation with yourself, which of course eventually will lead you to take appropriate action towards your dreams. You are feeling that you've entered a phase in your life where you're experiencing some renewal, some change. And, it's sort of a little bit like being at the crossroads of looking at where you have been, where you are and where you want to go. So this is the kind of energy that we're kind of feeling with this renewal card here, is examining where you've been and where you're going. And this is important, because if you really want to follow your dreams, you need to take some time out to assess where you've been and where you're going, where you'd like to go, and to plan for that. And to really sort of step into that place of understanding what your true purpose is in life, and to kind of let go of the negativity or the judgments that you have of yourself, like, I couldn't possibly do this because, or I've never been good at that and I'll never make it, or, all of that kind of negative self-talk that perhaps you've done a lot of in the past. Well, Spirit is saying, now's not the time to be doing that. And it's really important that you let that kind of energy go, and that kind of, because it keeps you stuck basically. It'll never help you to get to where you're going if you're going to repeat the old ways of thinking and doing. So you do need to let that go, and you need to be a lot more focused, and this is focus, on where you're going. Clearly the Ace of Swords is clear communication, it's clarity. And if you need to write down a business plan or write in your journal to assist you getting that clarity, then that's what you do. Everybody does it in different ways, but certainly you've got to move away from that worry energy and start dreaming your dream. Start looking at what you're going to create for your future. Because Spirit is saying your indecision and your procrastination is what's holding you back, which you've got the Two of Winter here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's lighting. So this card is saying indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So our emotions are important in that it tells us something about how we need to respond, and that we need to respond to something. Then the intellectual helps us to do that. It helps us to see things clearly and to take clear action on things. So this is where you're at. It's time to sort of get clear and stop procrastinating, and don't use this whole notion of I can't do this because, or I'm overwhelmed, or I can't afford this because blah, 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 because focusing on your money and stuff like that is just going to negate your dreams. I think you need to believe in yourself and start planning on how you're going to step forward into this beautiful energy for the future, and let go of what you keep thinking is holding you back. You know, you can drop these wands. You don't have to keep holding on to them. You can actually drop them. They're not actually stuck to you. You're holding them. You're carrying them, Taurus. So put them down. Put them down and get into that beautiful dream energy of, and trust your intuition. Trust yourself when you know what makes you feel good. Okay? Spend some time, I think, to either meditate or write down in a journal or a business plan. Get your ideas out. Get some clarity around it. Okay? And all right, so thank you, Spirit. We need 2 more cards here to just help us with a bit more information around what's going on. Yes, okay. Okay, you are kind of in a stuck energy at the moment. So you keep feeling like you're going around the mountain at the moment. And you've got this kind of inner conflict going on, and we can see that, you know, we can see that with this card and the Hangman card. So, but that is purely in your own mind. The chaos and conflict card here is you feeling a chaos and conflict within yourself. However, when you are true to yourself and you go within, you start to peel back the layers of what is not you to reveal the true you. So this zebra's got an outer covering of a giraffe, but underneath, as the layers come off, we can see the giraffe stripes there. And that's who you really want to be, is you just want to be yourself, and you want to step away from that conflict that's going on in your head, and get back to the real you of what you love to do and who you love to be. So we've got to let all of that fear and worry and that burdensome energy go, and, you know, to stop telling yourself you're going round and round the mountain. You're actually not. What you're doing is you're experiencing layers of lessons here. And even if sometimes these layers of lessons look a little familiar, look a little the same, every time you experience something similar, you're learning more. You're creating more depth, more wisdom for yourself, so that you have a better understanding of yourself and your situation. So don't see that as a negative. See that as a positive, that you are in fact making progress here. You know, any belief that you are going around in a circle and not making progress is not true. Now, to help you get out of this stuck energy, you just literally need to start cleaning stuff up. So whether that is getting your headspace into something that's a little bit more organised and practical, whether it means you've got to tidy up around you physically, tie up loose ends, you just kind of got to get down to the nitty-gritty and get stuff done in order to clear away that old energy and to step into something new. Because you are on the verge of just celebrating something amazing. We've got the poised card here, and it's where you want to be and how you're wanting to feel, and truly you are going to get there. So let's see what this card says. It's poised, number 48. Looks really, really lovely. So it's all about being ready, getting ready for something beautiful and new and light. And that's why Spirit says it's time to clean up now. Clean up your thoughts, clean up your space, get all of those little jobs done. You are getting yourself ready. You're getting yourself ready for a new life, and stepping into your purpose and your passion, which is fabulous. And this helps you to be confident too when you do that. Confident, ready and prepared. So that, you know, the moment the time comes, you can act on it. And of course, remember, you know, when you are confident, people respond to you well and they trust you well. They're attracted to your energy. And this is such a really good time for you to start new beginnings, Taurus. In terms of relationships, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, it says to the universe that you're ready for a deeper and more intimate relationship as well. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to be yourself, because you can handle stuff. You learnt enough in life, and you are ready for the next phase of your life. You're ready to give, and you're ready to receive from your heart, which is wonderful. And in terms of your prosperity, you have every reason to feel confident, okay? Because you are focusing on your success right now. You have what it takes. You've got the resources. You've been working hard towards this, and it's just, you continue in this same energy and belief and mind frame, and you're doing the work. You're guaranteed to bring yourself financial freedom, and especially when your focus is on serving others and serving the world. you're heading definitely in the right direction, Taurus, which is fabulous. Okay, so I think I'd like to sort of finish it off with I'm going to finish with a message from the Mary Magdalene deck. I don't know if you're drawn to this deck, to give you a couple of cards from this deck. What does Mary Magdalene have to share with you, Taurus, for the week of the 5th through the 10th of May? Oh, how beautiful. That's lovely. So we've got the Lovers card here. So is romance factoring in your world at the moment? You know, you've got this beautiful Lovers card here, Taurus. So I think your beautiful energy in this new beginning in your life could have something to do with a beautiful relationship, a loving relationship, and certainly the love of what you are doing in your life and the love that you have for yourself. All of this is you know, working towards or building your energy and creating abundance in your life. And gosh, it just looks so beautiful. And the acceptance card is also about learning to just accept what is and not being too controlling over the outcomes in your life. You know, sometimes when you get into that worry energy, you want to control, you want to know, and it can undo some of this gorgeous, you know, manifestation energy. So learn to accept things as they come, allow things to evolve naturally, certainly accept yourself, and this will enable you, it'll give yourself permission to grow and to shine and to be the best version of yourself. And that's a really great message for you. Okay, Taurus, that is your reading for this week. It's a great week for you, some great advice. So I'm wishing you well. I hope you have a fabulous week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.